Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we are actually working on getting this thing out of the garage. It's annoying, it's in the way, I don't like it there. I like that it's here, but I don't want it here anymore.
Every day I look at it and I'm like, this needs to go, and then I'm like, we still have to use it.
I know, we have so much stuff to do. So if you guys haven't seen any of the drifting videos, this weekend was the most progressional thing we've ever had. Yeah, like historically, we went to the skid pad and we just did like donuts and we were just getting used to the cars. But like this weekend was the most fun we've had. It's literally Wednesday and me and Chris are still like juiced up on this weekend, just like super excited to go again. We're gonna try and bring some people to help us film when we go back to the track because we kind of feel like the footage wasn't necessarily the best. So if you guys have watched those videos, expect the next ones to get even better. But since we're still all hyped up from the track, we're gonna do a couple things that Jenny needs. So you guys seen that we ripped off the back bumper 2 times on this car, and both times it came off, we were just looking at this fresh booty, but
we gotta get rid of this crusty old OEM bash bar.
Yeah, we do. I've always wanted to make a rear bash bar. I literally told you guys that when we were like installing the bumper and doing all the original work to this car. So today, we're making us a bash bar.
And then we're gonna go scoop another bumper from a Jenny, and we're gonna trim it, right?
Yeah, we'll get to that though. Dude, everything in here has tire on it. My little white panel is just covered in tire. That is the remnants of a good weekend. You guys know for the last like year or so, I've been really trying to practice my like fabrication skills. I like being able to make my own stuff and like do my own thing and weld it all up. It's a really cool feeling to do. And it's also, you can get like some really, you can do whatever you want. Like you can customize the crap out of anything. I think we're gonna rebuild like a new 350Z style bash bar for the front.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since I did something this big. Usually I've been doing smaller things, so we want to start back in the rear where it's a little bit smaller, where the bumper is going to cover it a bit. Because I'm trying to make whatever I do in the front like a focal point. Because I like the way this car looks with no bumper on the front. I think it looks real cool. We also want to include a jack point on this bash bar. I don't know how we're going to incorporate that with the bumper yet. We haven't fully got there. I've been doing my research looking at tons of companies that make different bash bars for different cars. The Genesis, as you guys know, it's an oddball car. Not a lot of people make stuff for this car. So I'm thinking we're just going to do, it's actually really common on the BRZs also. Just do something like this with a little plate down there so that we can jack the car up from it, but it also gives the rear some nice protection and support and whatever the hell else the rear wants.
Gives it some drift look.
It does give it drift look. So we picked up some metal the other day. We got some 1/4 inch, oh my god, this is so heavy. We got some 1/4 inch plate here, and then we got some tubing. This is the big boy stuff. This is 1/8 wall. I'm sure you could probably actually go bigger than that, but this is the same as the stuff I used on the front end of the Genesis, like the same thickness, and it's done way more than it needs to as far as being strong, so.
We'll give it a go, and then worst case we can always redo it. Hopefully not.
I've never seen a plastic bash bar. Look, like feel that. It's just, maybe it's like.
Yeah, it is, it's thick like ABS plastic.
Yeah.
So weird.
I've never seen anything like this. What are these though? This is metal.
You'd hope that's metal.
I just want to see this size-wise. Oh dude, actually almost holds right up. As always, I'm just trying to figure shit out as I go. My plan is to kind of recreate this bar almost exactly because I like the way it fits. And then we basically just build off that.
Yeah.
That's a freaking gargantuous piece, but we have no other option.
Ready? Class is in session. Let's go.
Boy, works. The hole's right there. I'll probably just cut that with the grinder, just straight open instead of having a hole in it. You know what I mean? So just like.
You think so?
Ovals? I don't know. What do you think?
No, I like the hole look because not that it'll lose a lot, but it'll lose some integrity. And two, if you ever did jam a little tow hook in there, it'll look swag because it's so clean.
Okay, you convinced me. The only thing I'm a little butthurt about on both of them is this. I'm gonna get over it. I'm just telling you so that you know that I'm butthurt that I didn't realize it had a gap at the bottom and now it looks dumb. I mean, aside from that gap, it looks pretty good. Last time we would use this, we'd put it on, trace it with a Sharpie line, and then like cut it with the grinder. So now, fancy little Eastwood boy that I'm sure most of them have seen for getting like nice, perfect cuts.
Yeah.
Most of the cuts are gonna have to be on an angle, but for the nice ones, Eastwood's making sure we're good. Minty, look at that.
That is mint.
Dude, I wish we had this
cut,
so
buddy.
many times. We built it with like grinder cuts.
Dude,
It's
I could
terrible.
appreciate that.
You wanna mark that?
Oh, you know what we should do?
What?
We want to have them center on this plate. Now is the time to figure that out, which we probably can't because we won't be able to get a bend. So we'll probably want them like over here.
Yeah, okay, so this is the center point and there's a little Hyundai logo right there. So I'm gonna use that
Yeah, to work with.
like that.
Yep.
So we'll do 8. At the 8 inch is where the bend will go. Does that make sense? And then we'll just mount this inside
Yep, makes
after
sense.
that.
Looks perfect.
Bash bar. I feel like we actually bent this out more than that one. It doesn't matter because they don't have to be identical. We just use it as a reference. Set about 1/2 inch in because we want it to wrap around.
Yep.
So that's actually like the perfect degree of bend.
Yeah.
Because it'll just clear the end.
It's actually gonna look really good, really nice.
So I'll notch these straight and then we can start talking stuff up and see how it looks.
Sounds good, buddy.
Let's hold this thing. Do you want to get me lined up like center in these squares?
Yeah.
Dude, I'd say we're off to a solid start right here. We just need to make sure the bumper fits, but that looks good.
Yeah, man.
Just like initial size up, it actually looks like super even on both sides too.
Yeah,
If you pull this off, you probably even see better. Oh yeah, it's hitting way too much. Probably can't. Let's see if we do this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's rubbing right here. Got it. Finally got it to the point where all these clips will go in. They're not super happy. They actually just went in and came back out all by themselves. This sits up and the bash bar actually just touches right here. So it's gonna fit, everything's gonna be nice. You can feel the bash bar in real life. If you touch right here, it's like super solid as opposed to not. If you take this thing off, to get it there, you guys can see we took this thing back off and we basically cut it right level with that because for some reason we didn't do that the first time. And then we just shortened this down as much as we could and now it kind of bends right there. It's on there, it's sitting level. It looks actually really good. It sits a little bit tighter to the car now, which works out too though because it's not super all up in your face. It's a little bit more snug. I like it. It is time to keep building. So, we were just discussing this. What?
Let's keep building.
Well, we're building, bro.
I know. It just sounded funny.
We basically think the bottom of the bash bar, like the jacking point, should be no lower than the muffler tips. It won't have to stick down a lot. It's only gonna maybe be like 12 inches. And then I feel like it'll just look really cool, really snug.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take some inspiration from actually almost every bash bar we've ever seen, where instead of this coming straight down, we're actually gonna put a little bit of a bend on it so it goes towards the booty of the car and then straight down. That way it kind of like sucks everything back in.
Keeps it nice and tight to the booty.
It'll also, actually now that I'm thinking about it, it'll work good for a V. Because if it's sucked backwards, then our V will run straight up to that.
Yeah.
Instead of running backwards on an angle.
Yeah, you're right. And there'll actually be a lot more support here for jacking it.
Yeah, there will.
I have a request. You see what we got going on here? I don't know if you guys seen, but there's some stuff here that just ain't looking the part. Like you can see this whole can over here and it looks beautiful. And then you got this shield here blocking it. It's just not even.
So you want to make them even so they look nice?
Make them even?
Yeah, we can make them even.
Like, we'll
That's
just do
easy.
like a little notch, but I think we just got to do it because if we're chopping a bumper, we're having a nice bash bar showing.
You have to have whatever's behind the bash bar showing clean.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm game. 10 inches, including us cutting the notch for it to grab on. So 10 inches, what we'll do is we'll cut 12 and we'll put a bend.
Yeah.
Because then it gives us a little bit of room to go. But dude, that's actually gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I was picturing this in my brain, like a massive V, a huge doinker down the middle, and just being like, wow, what a bash bar. This is gonna be so snug and just like.
Oh, it's gonna be clean.
Yeah, damn. Look at that. The camera probably can't see it, but
that's nice.
You can tell how nicely it's gonna like hold up. From the round side of here to the bottom, which it won't even go to, it's gonna go higher actually. It's gonna go like there, right? It's about 17 and 3/4. Then I'm gonna put a half inch indent for the like a seat, whatever you call that. To make it fit the 17 and 3/4, we'll make it 18 and 1/4. Nope, we'll make it 18 and 3/4. Damn, I can't believe I actually pulled off those cuts that nice. So these, I literally just cut these on the angle that they needed to be at, and then I did the same thing where I basically just opened them up towards the outside. This looks freaking insane, dude. Look at this. That literally ties the whole thing in together so much, and it's such a clean look from the back, because like, you're not gonna see any of these welds, you're not gonna see any of these welds, you're just gonna see those ones, barely even the top. So it looks cool, to be honest, from all angles. Like even when you walk over here, you can see this bar going down the back. This is turning out unreal. Perfect, right there is perfect. So I got my welding clothes on, even though I realized I probably should have done this at the beginning of the day because I completely destroyed my pants I was wearing earlier. I might have to throw these welds on before I take it off, just on the feet. Because when I was just taking it off, the foot plate was kind of like bending a little bit, and it would be so annoying if I welded the foot plate on an angle or something, and then when I went to mount it, it didn't fit right. So I'm gonna wipe down a couple of these spots. I'm gonna cover my tips, and then we can throw down a couple welds just to make sure everything's stable before we yank it off.
This thing looks wild, buddy. And I feel like you nailed exactly what I had in my head.
Yeah, I'm actually so pleased with, you know, sometimes we do, we're like, it'll work, like, that's okay. I look at this and I'm like, dude, this looks like I bought it.
Yeah.
Like this is tight. I mean, obviously it doesn't, but most of the welds came out pretty nice. Like this was gapped right here. This was like the one spot that was gapped. I think that came out good.
I was thinking you just put like a circle plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what you did on the end of that.
Yeah. You want to throw it up on the car and see?
Yeah, can we?
And see?
Dude. Wow. Buddy, this looks unreal. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Get out the way. I'm bolting it up. We get it outside and actually look at it.
Oh, are we? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really got to see it.
I know you haven't. You were out dicking around while I was building it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get it now. I don't think you guys know how good this looks. Man, this guy did such a good job on this. I've never got to see him fab something up on his own yet, and he just killed this bar.
When you cut this, because I'm gonna let you do that because whatever, I don't care. This is gonna look so much better. Just imagining with the bumper and then just that showing, and then like some dirty low shots, and you could see my.
Oh yeah, you can see your sway bar.
You can see my sway bar. You can see the mufflers. We'll have to like shine them too before every drift event. We'll have to go in and then give them a scrub.
Yeah. Just wait, dude, until we have the bumper, like a factory OEM bumper in white with the cut for the bash bar.
Sick. It's gonna be so sick.
Look how good it looks with your tips too.
I know.
Like we got
it's like perfectly in line. This is the best welding project I have ever done. And every time I weld, I feel like I say that, which is good. It means I'm improving.
Yeah.
But like this looks unreal. You want to back it in and try and jack it up and make sure it doesn't crumble?
I feel like we have to give it a try and make sure that it meets its purpose.
That's the whole idea with these too. For anybody that at this point still doesn't know what these are for. These angle bars are gonna keep this one from like trying to move back and forth and break off, but also distribute the weight back over to the jack points. So all the weight always goes back to the actual frame of the car.
To anyone that didn't learn that in school, triangles are like the strongest shape, aren't they? Or is it a circle? It could be a circle actually, I don't know.
I wanna say triangle is the strongest shape. But circles have no sides. So I don't know. We're about to find out. We just wasted our entire day.
Flexes a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's got some flex in her.
Where?
I've seen this thing move like this. Apart from that, this bar, I didn't see any like flex in it. No, which means that these are displacing the weight properly.
Yeah. Yeah, but that moving forwards or backwards, it doesn't have support forwards or backwards. It only has support side to side.
Exactly.
So that's the only way it's bound to move.
Yeah.
But dude, we've seen the penetration on like the sample piece. There's no way that's gonna break.
No, no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it and it goes back down though, just to see what you're talking about. Oh yeah.
It's just minor.
Worst case too, if we really, like if we're unhappy with it, we can do, we drop this heat shield. There's subframe underneath.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
Not subframe, but like bottom base of trunk.
Yeah.
We could put like a bolt piece with like an arm to this to keep it from moving back and forth. We'll just add one more linkage, but it'll be like a linkage. It won't be a solid tube that we don't want to look at.
Like a splitter arm, but with more.
Yeah, exactly. Like a splitter arm, but thicker, like a beefier thing. And we can put it up there, up to the base of the trunk, and then it won't rotate back and forth. It'll be fine.
But otherwise, man, this thing.
Otherwise, dude, you're at the track, and you don't have to do this anymore.
No, exactly.
And go through my mufflers, deep, and then do this underneath my bumper.
Yeah. And
for
now
25 minutes.
Well, it's either you do that and you jam through the mufflers, or you have to go side to side, which is annoying.
Which sucks. And as we get better and better, we're gonna be doing more and more tires. So now you just literally roll up, and then we jack.
Yeah.
So we're gonna paint this. Chris actually went to the store to grab some paint, but right now, I don't know if this is like a new thing or if like they're blaming COVID for this shit still. I can't paint a little can. Like I'm talking one of these boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Was 20 bucks. So for us to paint this rear bash bar, and we want to build the front one also, we're looking at like $80 to $100 in paint to properly coat like these bars. So we just said instead of that.
No, we said no.
Yeah, we said no. Instead of spending that much money to like do that with spray paint, we have an idea. We want to get we've told you guys probably this in the video already. We want to get an OEM bumper, cut the OEM bumper, make it a drift bumper, and then one day when I'm good enough, we'll run the ARK one when I'm not worried about ripping it off anymore. Until then, we're gonna run just a factory bumper. I'm gonna paint it white to match the car, and when we paint it, we'll just go pick up a legitimate can of paint, and we will paint a pint. Yeah, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called, so I was just calling it a can of paint.
A legit color matched pint to legitimately match the wheel.
Exactly.
Not just like a can that looks close.
No, we'll get it actually matched.
The actual color match in a pint, and then because you're already hitting the bumper,
we just paint these. And it'll be way better because we'll actually like properly prime them with like, it'll all be automotive grade.
When can we go get a bumper? Dude, I just want to see the bumper cut nice and close and tight, and then just like
flushy underneath. I know, it's gonna be so nice. Anyways, I'm pleased. Another welding project down. That's all I got for you guys. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.